Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Little Cup Road to Top 10. Today we're going to be using this Life Orb Staryu team by my boy Star. So we got 4 attacks analytic Staryu. We actually got the double analytic with the Choice Scarf Magnemite, Eviolite Mienfoo, Fungus, Berry Juice Onyx, and then the Wingull with Defog. I love Wingull because PokeaimMD is just so good. It honestly just gets a kill. Unfortunately, Hurricane misses after that, but besides that, PokeaimMD is actually just so good because, like I said, it does claim a kill, and Wingull is really fast. So hopefully we can find a battle as we get one right away. And this dude has offense. That boy left. Okay, so I'm trying to think about my best way to beat it. Like, if Onyx just puts in a lot of work, like he actually has a hard time dealing with Onyx. I got to be careful about Krogan because I can actually use it. Thankfully, I do have Psychic on Staryu. I definitely want to lead off with Onyx, though. Getting up rocks, being able to threaten the Dwebble as a potential lead, as well as Pawniard with the Earthquake, Krogan with Earthquake. Even Staryu is threatened with a 2-hit KO from a good roll Rock Blast into Earthquake, because I think Earthquake does about 40-something% to Staryu, if I'm not mistaken. So I can see myself winning that way. I got to be careful, though, about Torchic. That's something I am 100% worried about. Especially if it passes to Krogunk. Have fun. Especially if it passes to Krogunk. Let me just open this up in a new tab on the side and just go ahead and paste this team. Honestly though, actually I love your lives. Makes Little Cup fun. I appreciate that, Fred. Thank you. Thank you. I actually kind of like Magnemite because it can Volt Switch into Wingull immediately and just Scald. I actually kind of like that a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna lead off with Magnemite as he leads off with Snubbull. So great lead for me because I do get to Volt Switch immediately. I doubt he would stay in. He actually doesn't have a good switch into this one, to be honest. I can just go for Flash Cannon right here, but I'll go for Volt Switch because I don't want to Flash Cannon and have him go Dwebble and have the juice as he goes directly into Krogunk. A little bit surprisingly right there, but we can go out into my. Onyx is faster and takes a hit, but keeping Onyx alive is smart for Torchic. That's a lot too. That's analytic boosted though. So that makes Mienfoo's job a little bit easier. I think what I'll do is I'll just go Onyx here. And I actually do want to get up rocks. Especially because he has a Dwebble and whatnot. I want to break that thing sturdy. It can either be sturdy or weak armor, just like me. So get up our rocks right here as we can eat his hit. As he goes right for Sludge Bomb. Smart. I think he was trying to get the poison on me, but I can then just follow it up with Earthquake because this will just activate my Berry Juice, yep. And I'll be able to knock out the Krogunk. So great. No Hydro Pump switch-ins now, and rocks are up. I don't care if he goes Staryu to potentially spin versus me. In fact, if he goes for a water move immediately, that'd be great. So we'll go Fungus right now because Fungus can take the incoming Rapid Spin or any attack he wants to go for, and it pretty much just gives me a Spore. A pretty free Spore, too, especially if this thing isn't Natural Cure. Throws off a Scald, which is smart. As we are able to get off that nice Spore right there. And I'm actually going to double Spore. Just in case this thing, I'm pretty sure this thing isn't analytic because it's running a Rapid Spin. So this will help me deal with something like Torchic or Dwebble. And he Sleep Talk on that. Wow. That's really cool. That's really cool. He's definitely going to switch out now. Whatever, I'll go get Drain anyway. That's really cool. I did not expect Sleep Talk at all. But goes Torchic, which is the smart play. Right there. That did a decent chunk. I don't know if he'll be Curse Pass, especially with this type of team. I can see him just being Fire Blast, HP Grass. Either way, I go Onyx here. Though actually keeping Onyx's sturdy around is good for Dwebble, just in case that gets out of hand. But Mienfoo does also check that. So we'll go Onyx actually anyway. I want to keep Fungus alive because it deals with Staryu. That's really cool that he had Sleep Talk. As he goes right for HP Grass, very smart play. More than likely Life Orb. Nope. However, he can knock me out the second one, but I'll be able to go right out into my Wingull and just click Scald. Don't got to worry about anything. Skull will be able to knock out the Torchic if he wants to Baton Pass his speed. Nothing on his team wants to take this Scald. Especially if it's Sleep Talk Staryu, I doubt it's Recover. And because he's HP Grass confirmed, obviously it couldn't be anything else. I don't know what is that. Is that Bloom Doom or Inferno Overdrive? I was about to say, does that actually OHKO me? It doesn't. So we'll be able to get rid of Torchic right there, and he didn't end up Baton Passing, and I can still keep Wingull alive. because it's really solid. I mean, if I win the speed tie versus Staryu, I get rid of it if he decides to go out to that. Goes Dwebble, which is smart, but we'll throw off U-turn right now. It will allow us to break his Sturdy, and if he gets a Brox here, Staryu's the play. If he Shell Smashes, I sack Wingull. If he Shell Smashes, I sack Wingull. So we sack Wingull right now to his attack. And then we go out into Mienfoo. Which I believe should be able to knock out Dwebble without being 2-hit KO'd. I mean, I might have to switch and sack, but I think this thing could still deal with this. Let me just calc real quick. Mienfoo. Custom set. Dwebble. Showdown usage. -1 defense. 100% chance to kill. That is no Violite, though. How much did my U-turn do? U-turn did 14, so I kind of don't think that's a Violite. I'm just going to go right for the high jump kick. Please land. Please land, my friend. Thank you. So we get rid of Dwebble right there while still keeping an answer to Pawniard, as well as honestly a lot of his team. U-turn here. I doubt he's running max speed. Though I'd be a choke if he was. Fungus still deals with everything, and so does Scarf. Magnemite. So what I'll do is, because Staryu, because my last two deal with his last two, I'll go Staryu right here because I can eat one hit. Especially if he goes for Earthquake or Fire Punch, predicting either Fungus or Magnemite. And then we can go for the nice and powerful Life Orb Hydro Pump right here, as we are able to knock out the Berry Juice, more than likely Snubble. So great. So Snubble goes down. Staryu is still good because it could potentially knock out his own Staryu, but I think with Scarf Magnemite, I'm going to win the game anyway. So it's just looking good in general right now. I don't see myself losing, at least right here. So HP Fire. Don't want to show. Yeah, I don't want to show HP Fire. I'll just Thunderbolt. I can't lose to an SD set because I do have. Well, I can't actually lose to an SD set because my Mienfoo is slower. We'll go for Hydro Pump. Actually, just Scarf, which is fair. And right out into Mienfoo I go. Just click this Drain Punch. I don't want to click Knock Off and have him stay in because then he can Iron Head flinch me to death. Then again, I mean, I guess it makes Magnemite's job a little bit easier. But at the same time, I don't see myself losing now to this Staryu or even Pawniard or whatever it is. In fact, I'm 100% positive I can stay in right here, even if he burns me. Go and it's just Rest Talk. Alright. So I can stay in, go for the U-turn, and then just go Magnemite and Volt Switch around into Fungus, especially because he just showed that he's Rest Talk. That's an odd set. That's interesting. I don't even have to Volt Switch. It's Thunderbolt. It's analytic boosted. Pawniard's going to die if it comes in. Yeah, Pawniard would actually die. This is essentially Choice Specs. Well, actually, no, not Choice Specs. Excuse me. Analytic is a Life Orb boost. But Pawniard is going to go down, and then his last is obviously that Staryu, and like I said, my Magnemite does outspeed that, and I'll be able to knock that boy out. So a couple of things could have been scary if he like Baton Pass with Torchic. If I miss high jump kick, the game probably, I would have had to sack like 3 Pokemon to win, I think. Because, yeah, if I miss high jump kick, would that sack something, go back on to Mienfoo, get the Regenerator, sack again, because I would have been at 3%, and I would have been recovering about roughly 33%-ish from Regenerator, I want to say. Game, I still can't believe I got to play. You keep it at the con. Thank you, Fred. Good game. Nice. I probably could have just let off a Staryu, honestly, and just started clicking, Magnemite, and just started clicking Thunderbolt. I'm not sure. But 1591, which is really close to top 10 on the ladder. Top 10 is 1614, so we're number 17 currently on the ladder. That's my favorite number, actually. We're number 17 currently on the ladder, and what I'll do is I'll pause it until we find another battle, and you guys know the drill. That just means I'll stop OBS and then start recording again once we find it. We'll be back, guys. Guys, so we are back with another game, and very, very, very cool team on my opponent's part. You too. Pretty weak to Magnemite. I got to be really careful about Carvanha. It kind of beats me down. I'm gonna lead off a Wingull because it can U-turn out of there versus Onix, and I can go directly into Staryu or Mienfoo depending on what happens. Like if he gets the armor or whatnot. If it leads off with Benelby, I will go directly into Onix. He does lead off with Benelby, leads me to believe that it more than likely is a Scarf variant. So Onix comes out now. as he goes for U-turn. I do have to be really careful about this Mon. Really, really careful about this Mon. His own Onix comes out. I definitely don't want to take an Earthquake, so I'd rather go Mienfoo and get off a knockoff. Like, thankfully, Mienfoo, he doesn't have anything to really deal with Mienfoo outside of Krogunk, so it'll be okay. And especially because he goes for Taunt here with his own Onix, so I think U-turn is smarter than going for knockoff, because I don't see him staying, and he has a Krogunk and a Mudbray. Yep, exactly. So what I can do now is go directly into my Staryu and pretty much just get me a kill. Carvanha. I'm gonna HP Fire in case he makes the Onix play. As he goes Krogunk. Basically, I didn't want him to get his weakness, his berry juice, but goes Krogunk, which is fair. Probably knock this boy out with a Thunderbolt. Based on that damage, no, I cannot. I'll go for Psychic. He doesn't have a switch in anyway. He's gonna go. He does make the Carvanha play. Very, very solid play on my opponent's part. Really, really good play on my opponent's part right there. I'll Thunderbolt just in case he doesn't protect. Do I die to a Crunch from Life Orb Carvanha? I should just went hard Mienfoo, I actually think. Carvanha. Crunch has a chance to kill. And Starmie does die. Staryu. Staryu. Which kills Onix. How much you taking, bro? Does not kill Onix, though, and I do get my berry juice, so I will make the Onix play right now. He's special. Hey, either way, whatever works, works. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Let's look it up our rocks here, which will be breaking Onix's sturdy. He does have a spinner, excuse me, in Shelter. I think I didn't mention that. By the way, I want to give a big shout out to everybody in the comment section. I appreciate you guys helping me understand the damage calc. So basically, I don't look at the rolls. I look at this. So there's one chance to do 36%, and there's this chance to do this, but there's like 10 chances right here, or 15 chances to get 47 rolls. So now I know. Thank you, friends. I appreciate all of you. I also feel like Fungus comes in on this, but I'm so glad I got up rocks. Doubles out into Benelby, which I do not die from. So I get a Spore. Get a nice and beautiful little Spore off. And he doesn't switch in well to this thing at all, so I actually just Giga Drain. Like Onix doesn't come in, Shelter doesn't come in. He's Special Carvanha, so that makes it a little bit easier for me. Krogunk is probably the only thing that can actually come in, so yeah, decides to stay in and just fire off more returns, which is smart. Pretty sure Onix can come in though and eat the hit up. Yeah, so we eat that up. Mudbray can definitely come out now though. I don't want to make the... I don't care about predicting Mudbray. I'm going to go for Earthquake. I don't want him double returning and I lose Staryu on a double. Yeah, you heard that right. Basically, I don't want him to lose Staryu on a double. So I'd rather get off damage on Mudbray. Force it to rest or whatnot. That did a decent hit, I'm not going to lie. So you should rest here in theory. So I think that Wingull... I don't think you'd Rock Slide. Because Fungus is such an easy switch. You should rest here, I believe. Especially because Mienfoo can also come out. Yep. Rest or Earthquake. And this allows me to go right out into my... Actually, I could just fire off a Hurricane. Why not? Because it knocks out Krogunk. It also shouldn't bring Onix in range of the Berry Juice, whereas my Z move would. So I think Hurricane is fine. As he goes Carvanha, a land. Nice. So we actually managed to land it on Carvanha, so I'm not even scared of that thing sweeping me now. But now B is going to come out. I am scared of this thing. I am scared of this thing. But I also just Flash Cannon sweep. Like his team is really weakened to the point where Flash Cannon actually breaks through it. Go ahead and hit this boy up with some Earthquakes. Smart to go Onix as well because it will give him... Oh, wow. I got the roll. Wow. I got the roll on Onix. Sorry about that roll, bro. And we can just Earthquake this just to weaken it for my Mienfoo. He can't Shell Smash up again. He's going to be able to knock me out with that. And let me just check Mienfoo versus... because I'm a really bulky set. So I know I live his hit always on Mienfoo, but... well, I actually don't live it always. Jesus. This mon's a problem. Drain Punch to... -1. But he has like... it's in my favor. I have all these chances to get 4. So Drain Punch does 35. High Jump Kick does 60. So like... he needs a lot right to get the roll to knock me out. But he has like multiple chances to get it. And I also need to land this High Jump Kick right here. I guess he could also miss versus Magnemite. Don't get a crit. Keep the 17 roll. Come on, land. Nice. So we land the High Jump Kick. The biggest threat to me is gone. I mean, I said the same thing about Carvanha, didn't I? But that threat is gone. Mudbray's going to come out. I'll keep this alive. And I can go Staryu right here. And the reason I'm going Staryu, the reason I'm keeping Mienfoo alive is because it can regen stack up on him. And I'm going Staryu because Staryu just gets a kill right now with Psychic. But I have no reason to click Psychic. Because even if Krogunk absorbs it, I knock him out with Psychic after because it's 4 times weak to it. So, but now it comes out. And I actually want to sack Mienfoo here because then I can go Magnemite and just click... Flash Cannon and win. And as long as I have Wingo alive and Staryu healthy enough, I can take on the Krogunk if it gets out of hand. And if he goes directly into Krogunk now, it will die because of the analytic boost. In fact, I could just Volt Switch here to ensure that he can't get anything with Krogunk, and that way my Wingo wins the late game with Hurricane. What item was it on Carvanha? I'm curious. Even though you're tired, you're just too good for me. Congrats on finals for NBL and congrats on Road. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're actually playing the finals of the NBL. It's, how do you know? It's 2:30 a.m. when I'm recording Sunday night, so Monday morning. We're playing finals at 10 p.m. Eastern today. Just one of many. Every fan is important, man. Thank you, man. Oh, he left. Oh, well, I still appreciate him. But just one of many. Don't belittle yourself like in that. I guess you didn't mean it in a way like that, but yeah, that's still... I appreciate it. So we're number 15 on the ladder. We are 12 points away from top 10 on the ladder. So we're going to go ahead and look for a battle. And what I will do is... I actually am really tired. I was about to go to bed. I was like, let me play some Little Cup right now. Maybe I can get some people on the ladder. Because I noticed that... well, today I wasn't here all day anyway, so I couldn't do anything. But I noticed that, like, during this little spike at 1... I get like the high level Little Cup players, like the 1600 people, like you guys saw last time. I get them because they ladder at this time apparently. So I've been trying to get them. So 1 gets me better at Little Cup, and 2 we can potentially get more points. But I'll pause until we find another battle, guys. Be right back. Alright, guys, so we got another game, and my opponent pretty weak to, well, everything's weak to analytic. Staryu, but. Fungus is really nice in this. I also very, very, very much like Wingull in this because it can just immediately threaten something like Mienfoo as a lead, as well as Chinchou. I'm actually going to U-turn immediately. I don't think you'd stay in. If you're Scarf, you can't knock me out with High Jump Kick on the initial switching, and well, at least not after Rocks, not before Rocks. And I think that you would go Chinchou here. So I want to try and get him on Fungus. Ideally, I could actually just go for Scald. I think that's fine too. Potentially burning the Pharaoh Seed coming in. Yeah. So I think Scald is fine as well. Any chip damage on Pharaoh Seed is nice. Even though he is just going to knock me off. Kind of just want to Z immediately, but that makes Mienfoo a little bit hard. No, it doesn't actually. No. I can just Z, yeah. I can Z this. At least pretty much getting rid of it because I don't want my Fungus to get knocked off. As he just goes for Rocks. And I can knock him out with Hurricane after. I'll actually defog though, in case he wants to go Chinchou. I should be faster than Pharaoh Seed as well. But yeah, gonna be able to defog away the Rocks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So hopefully it's a game without Rocks. And I can easily go out into Onyx here, and I want to find out if he's Scarf right now. I think you go for Scald if you are Scarf, so I'm actually going to U-turn. I don't think he'd Volt Switch right now. I honestly think you'd either double, expecting Onyx to want to come out, or Scald, because Onyx is so obvious. Actually, there's no drawback in Fungus, man. It's literally no drawback play. Let me just make the smart play. Yeah, he does Scald. I was right. So what we'll do here is attempt to catch the Vullaby with a Poison upon switching. I guess he could also go out into Pawniard or Ferocity. I'll go for HP Fire first. Yeah, I'll go for HP Fire first, because if he goes Ferocity, I get rid of it, and I get rid of his rocker for the game. Vullaby should always come out, but yeah, I could see him going Ferocity, because I've not ran HP Fire at certain points. So now we don't have to, none of my mons are knocked off by that, and I don't have to deal with that annoying mon. So Onyx is pretty much the best case scenario switching right now. We get to find out if he's Nasty Plot or not. We can potentially get up rocks. If he U-turns, we find out if he's Scarf or not. I'm pretty sure Chinchou's Scarf, but the important part is that my Fungus has his Violet intact, which makes switching into Mienfoo that much easier. So this thing does run HP Grass if I'm not mistaken, but I can always go Magnemite after to Revenge Kill. I'll go for the rocks, as he's probably going to go Mienfoo. Yep. And I don't mind him going for knockoff here. I don't want, like I said, I don't want my Fungus coming in. So I'd rather go Wingull and just go for the Hurricane. But the fact that he is Heat Wave leads to believe that's more than likely Nasty Plot Vullaby, which probably means that he does not have Defog on it. So my Rocks should be there to stay. And with Rocks up, Staryu is just going to have so much fun. And my Analytic Magnemite is going to have fun too. So smart to go for U-turn right there. I'm assuming Chinchou might want to come out. Maybe Pawniard. Don't think it's Scarf again, because he probably would have went for it anyway in the original turns. Pawniard does come out. Mienfoo getting knocked off does not matter, but I do want to find out if this is Scarf too. So I'll go for the U-turn, because I think I could take one knockoff considering I'm a Z. And like I said, Mienfoo getting knocked off does not matter, because Mienfoo gets to come in and just go for knockoff on its own. Yep, so like I said, does not matter. As he's Life Orb, ooh. Alright, so a Drain Punch here to be safe, because I always have a 100% switch into Spritzee. I didn't want him going for Iron Head there as well, as that could have dealt with me. And now we can just safely go right for that U-turn. Right on to Fungus. The fact that he's Life Orb Pawniard actually makes it a little bit, well, it makes it interesting, I think. Because Life Orb Pawniard is actually a pretty big threat. I haven't seen Life Orb Pawniard ever. It's usually a Violet. So that's really cool. I don't want to let my answers to Mienfoo fall short, so I do have to be careful about how I play my Wingull. But we can go Fungus right here. And I'm pretty sure, because he's Heat Wave again on Vullaby, he's not Overcoat. Because he went directly into Pharaoh Seed, so I'm pretty sure he's not Overcoat. So this should be a Spore, yep. This should be a Spore for me. And we'll double out into Magnemite. It's pretty much no drawback double, since it deals with a Life Orb Pawniard. It's faster than that. There's no way you go out into Mienfoo here. You more than likely go Vullaby, and we threaten that with Thunderbolt. And I always have a switch into Chinchou, so I don't even have to predict it. I don't even have to predict Chinchou, because I can always go Fungus and take it. And like I said, because I didn't let my Fungus get knocked off based on just how I played. Well, I mean, I'm surprised he went for Stealth Rock first when he could have knocked off initially. I think I would have done that first with Pharaoh Seed and tried to pressure me with rocks later. But Spritzee also being asleep is nice, because Drain Punch is going to be having some fun. Did 11. So let's see. This is pretty much a no drawback double as well if he decides to stay in. Goes Pawniard. I kind of want HP Grass here, but Thunderbolt is just calling me. How much does Volt Switch do, actually? If Volt Switch knocks it out, I want to go for that. Pawniard. Oh, Life Orb is actually ran. That's cool. 68% min. Beautiful. You're at 62. Hit him up. Boy up with a nice Scarf Volt Switch. Knock out the Pawniard. Go directly into my Wingull, because it forces out Mienfoo, but forces in Chinchou, letting it take some rocks damage. And basically, next time he goes Vullaby and I go Magnemite, I can just HP Grass. And if that is Scarf Chinchou, I can HP Grass, and Analytic boosted with the next turn of rocks knocks out Chinchou. So then I'll be able to Volt Switch around. This is great. Like I said, I have pretty much a draw-free, no drawback type of free switching, which is my Fungus. Worst case scenario, he burns me with Scald. Good play going for Ice Beam. I guess freezing me with Ice Beam could also be worst case scenario. Is that I can't tell if that's a Violet because Scald, Volt Switch. I'll make the Staryu play. If he Volt Switch is a good play, but it doesn't knock me out. I'll make the Staryu play because it catches Vullaby upon switching. And I can just go right for the Hydro Pump. Even though Staryu kind of gets a kill either way, but even though Staryu kind of gets... Not Star Me, Staryu. I'm sorry. Like, even this many episodes into it, it's still tough for me. So Life Orb Psychic shouldn't be able to knock out Mienfoo, but Analytic Chinchou doesn't come in on it anyway. Even if it doesn't knock it out, like I said, which I'm pretty sure it doesn't, I do a massive amount of damage to the point where Scald from Wingo knocks it out. Or Flash Cannon. I'm looking at a Flash Cannon sweep soon. There's no point in calculating because he stayed in. So this goes right for the Drain Punch. And I can probably just follow this up with a Thunderbolt, but I kind of just want to go for Hydro Pump like a man. It's going to do a ton of damage to Chinchou anyway. Basically, Hydro Pump ensures that Vullaby dies upon switching. I think even if it's a Violet, it'll die upon switching. It also probably does like 90% to Chinchou. And it also knocks out Spritzee, which is also his Sleep Water. So, good B. Nice. Chinchou probably going to come out now. Go for that easy Volt Switch. At this point, I don't think Onix has a... Actually, Onix is still faster than Vullaby, so that's worth saving. That's definitely worth saving. Chinchou comes out. I'll go Onix just in case my opponent... I just talked about how it's worth saving, right? But if he does go for Scald... No, if he gets in Vullaby, it's a little bit worse for me. So I'm going to go Onix here. And I'm going to double out into my Staryu if he goes for Volt Switch here. Yep. So I'm going to double out to Staryu right now. And I want to find out if this thing is Scarf right now. So we're going to double out to Staryu, expecting him to want to go Mienfoo, which I do knock out again with the Psychic. Nice, nice. I just don't want to let Vullaby come in. I mean, like, he's probably going to go Vullaby now and then double out to Chinchou, which is why I'm going to Hydro Pump Vullaby if it comes out. But I'm always going to Psychic on the Mienfoo because Mienfoo is a threat to Onix, and you guys don't know how good it is, the fact that Fungus did not get its Violet knocked off, man. That Mon is a switch-in, so Mienfoo goes down, don't have to worry about that. Chinchou is going to come out. Don't care if it goes for Volt Switch now. I'll just go for Psychic here. Scald's more than likely going to knock me out. Yeah. I didn't even realize how many Pokemon I had left. Yeah, Volt Switch is out. And Vullaby is going to come out right now. So with bad Rock Blast rolls, which is why I don't want to go for Rock Blast, this Mon is a giant threat. So what I'll actually do is go Wingull first, because I'm pretty sure this is Nasty Plot, right? So if basically what I mean by bad Rock Blast rolls is if he's weak armor, if I get a bad roll with Rock Blast, then Vullaby will get the boost, and it can potentially reverse sweep me. If it's Nasty Plot, Air Slash, Heat Wave. This can actually reverse sweep me if I get low amounts of Rock Blast. So what I want to do, and probably Dark Pulse as well as the other move. I actually don't know if it's Heat Wave, like what exactly it is, but all I know is Chinchou has limited switch-ins, and the fact that he is going to take that rocks damage is way better for me. And unfortunately, I get the burn on the Chinchou. So that means that I can just safely sack my Wingull right here. If he Volt Switches out into Vullaby, it doesn't matter. Ice Beam can't even freeze me because Scald does Thaw. The crit obviously hurt and the burn because I'm able to get rid of Chinchou right there. And Vullaby cannot win because all I got to do is Scald. Oh wait, maybe it can win. No, it can't. I have Thunderbolt and Magnemite. What the hell am I saying? Yeah, all I have to do is Scald. And then I go Magnemite and click Scarf Thunderbolt and win the game. And Onix knocks it out after. Well, I was thinking about if he set up a Nasty Plot, right? And then got the Berry Juice, I would go for Defog after. If he didn't attack me, I would go for Defog the next turn. That way, like, let's say if by some miracle Magnemite didn't knock it out, I 100% hit Rock Blast. So we are now number 16, 14 on the ladder. Let's see if that gives me top 10. I know it's a tie with the other guy. I'm number 10 on the ladder, not bad. That's the perk of using the name AIM, bro. Alphabetical order. So we are now number 10 on the ladder. Road to top 10 in Little Cup has been achieved. Actually, no, top 1. I say this a lot, but like number 1 isn't that far away. Except in UU. UU, that's Piff. Piff is always going to be number 1. But well, we finally achieved top 10 in the Little Cup Road to top 10. Thank you everybody for watching me. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy this one as much just because it was Little Cup, but I do hope for those that did enjoy, or at least were open to watching, that you have, I don't know, like, I'm not going to say a newfound respect for Little Cup, but at least you are willing to give Little Cup a try now. I definitely supplied you with the teams, but thank you everybody for watching. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Star, of course, for passing me this squad, and yep. That just means now all we got to do is RU and NU. And of course, you know, the dreaded UU tier that keeps being in a stupid suspect test every single time. So I'm probably going to start up NU because UU's in suspect test. I finished OU, I finished Ubers, we finished PU, finished Little Cup. I already said what I'm doing in regards to VGC/doubles. I'm actually just doing a battle spot thing a whole year round. That's happening a whole year, like literally all year round. It's going to be alongside Showdown Live. So a Road to Rank series in VGC where I actually go on the DS and do face cam and whatnot. I just got to clean up my office, and I honestly should have had that launched like a week and a half ago, but things have been a little bit hectic. Sorry about that, just smacked my mic too. But yeah, NU, RU, and UU until Ultra Sun and Moon. I think we can do it. I think we have enough time. But like I said, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, hit that like button. Definitely does help me out. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.